All right, guys. As the title says, this game was free on Epic Games. I heard this is like a Fallout Bethesda kind of style game, but futuristic in space, so I had to go for it, guys. The Outer Worlds. Story is obviously easy mode. All right, normal. Conversation subtitles, yes. Show bark subtitles, disables or words spoken outside of conversation. We'll leave that on. Show cinematic subtitles. We'll leave that off. All right. I'm a little excited.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
What to be left at the edge of huh?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm guessing. All right. So strength, melee weapons, handguns, dodge. Okay. Sneak, lock. Oh, so we do want dexterity. Long guns, persuade. We do want intelligence. Handgun, long guns, heavy weapon. So dexterity, intelligence, perception. Persuade.
If I had this one's charisma, people might actually talk to me.
What's a heavy weapon? I'm assuming that's like a rocket or something like that we don't need. His carrying capacity, though. We'll do that. I don't see anything with armor, though, you know? The weapon swing, critical hit chance with weapons. Each range so increases handgun, long gun, and heavy. Okay. After
A crack
50.
shot. Capital.
You know we need that dialogue, yo. We have to take that dialogue.
If we're ever captured, I'll let you do the talking.
Aptitude. Colonists sound like a nice entry-level career for a person of your skill. Expanding humanity's reach by civilization, the cosmic frontiers. What is this? Oh, look at this stuff right there. Shot damage received, engineering dodge. Some medical. I kind of want some dodge. I think we do dodge. Factory worker command. Yeah.
You'll feel right at home in our Saltuna canneries.
Oh, this is pretty good. That still looks like a woman. I got that nose. Nose definitely black guy. This guy right here. The brows. I don't want to mess with too much. I'm writing a letter. They always make this a hairstyle for people of color. Some dumb shit like that. First of all, damn, that's what it's really gonna have to be then. So I got this misrepresentation of hair. Wow, that's pretty dope with the part. Get the facial hair in. Like, whose hair actually ever looks like that? This might have to be it. It could never be me. It'll never be me on here. Oh shit, that's crazy. Not bad, not bad. Oh shit. think we're ready for space.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers.
Oh shit.
Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Hit drive.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
A smuggler? Remember the Hope. It's the anniversary of the Hope.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
I don't understand what you're counting on us to do. They didn't explain that yet, right?
Should be close by. What in laws?
Oh,
Is
my
that him?
shit.
Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
So we just killed him just like that? You could dodge. I don't see a stamina bar. Interview over enemies' heads tell you if they're unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted. I definitely don't have a weapon.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Use emergency medical inhaler to heal. Each activation consumes one adrenal. Oh, I picked one up, so that's, I guess that's the health.
Hey,
Oh, you're alive.
come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like
nice.
the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. Someone grounded the ship illegally. I'll hunt them down. Determine you're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get killed. Persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
You have the 4 weapons equipped at a time by dragging them to the slots at the top of the screen. On this page, you can also spec weapons, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with engineering skills can repair weapons on this screen as well. Take care of your TNL weapons, and they'll take care of your enemies. You can repair weapons too. Alright, so I got a melee weapon. It's pretty good graphics there. Generate the best gear for your friends and family. Consumables. Here you can use junk. You can use junk or drop your consumables. I guess use as an action or something like that. They can be used directly to gain a variety of boosts. Your emergency medical inhaler is shown at the top of the screen. It uses Adreno as fuel to heal you in an emergency, and it always keeps it loaded into slot 1. Increase your medical inhaler to your medical skill to unlock more drug mixing slots that can hold all types of consumables, not just Adreno. Each slot is mixed into every puff of the inhaler for a combined effect. Your medical skills increases the duration of all these effects. Okay. It was like my quest. Botched if I lost. Tiny in supernova, you. Oh. So the super on the hardest, I guess this is hardest difficulty that you actually need sleep. That's pretty cool. Okay. Anything to steal or grab? Did you water tablets?
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. That doesn't make sense. Pressing the tactical, well, what does? Pressing the tactical time dilation but TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TT meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TT meter freshes slowly over time. Might as well when you shoot when enemies are nearby. Might as well just take everything now. We'll figure that out later. Hacking and picklocking. Your hacking and picklocking skills help you get to places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computers like Fallout. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed the process. Oh, I see what's happening. Teleporting staff. Iconic set of spacers. The iconic spacers choice telescoping staff can be modified in many ways for additional cost, now available in Mark II. Just found some pre-sliced bread. That body. Drag armor helmet up to the equipment slots with the item. You can also manage your armor here, break them down, inspect them, compare them. Okay. The guns feel good, like they sound nice.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts.
Are you a Spacer's Choice
landing
person?
Violators.
So.
Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Okay. It's just a landing violation, let it go. So I heard I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I'll help him with the pain. Still a moron. I hope you're a little brighter. He'll make it.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
The Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge. I bet you could get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey. Don't worry, you should title handle it. Kyle, I'll do it. We can do it together.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Fucking laminated. And actually, it was not that hard for you guys, right? Look at this. You know, usually in games like these, you see plants that look interesting, you pick them up.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Come aboard.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
The unreliable.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
When your weapon or armor item is broken, that's in effect. So find a workbench to repair it. The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it, repair it, break it down for parts, modify it, or with a mod or a tinker. I'm gonna break this down. So weapons could break down at a certain point. Okay. I don't got any of that. It's pretty cool. What is this, a shotgun? Yep. Keeping your company gear in tip-top shape is expected and something you're carrying needs repaired. So you can repair weapons and armor at workbenches. Players with engineering skills can repair their gear without the need of a workbench. Repairing an item return. Oh, okay. Repairing an item returns to 100% durability and full effectiveness, ready to prevent maximum damage. I don't need this. Oh, that's quick save. Nice.
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Choosing to respect refunds all your spent skill and perks, and you can spend them in different ways. The price of respect will increase each time. Oh, okay. Now I'm good. All right, that's good to know.
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
I'm not gonna start picking up every little thing because I think we have a carrying weight. So why are they doing that? Little glitch.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you gonna do? Self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything. I don't appreciate being talked to that way. I'm choosing one.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Look at her face.
1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get the ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under the... Oh, that's crazy. I'll say one. Hawthorne's dead.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage. Engineering 5, let's use it.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, 88, I got it. Thanks. Captain Hawthorne is of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off with this, Captain Hawthorne. I mean, I guess we're going to have to be Captain Hawthorne from here on out, but 2? I like it, Captain Hawthorne.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
You've been promoted. Congratulations. You gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your skill health points, gives you points to upgrade your skill, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you will upper management material. You'll be upper managed. Auntie Cleo management training. What the fuck? Skill improvement. Every time you level up, okay. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add point directly to the specialized skill up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlocks bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skills passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skills unlocked. Work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. Middle management. Okay, so at 50, all right. We're going with the range, right? We're going with the range. I am sorry to like this. I really am. Time dilation location hit. Time dilation location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripbles those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hit to the chest produces different effects when using different weapons. Prove your weapons and armor in the workbench. Okay. Humans have a 20% chance to cower in 4 seconds at the first time you hit them. Okay. The ability to leap, dodge forward. I don't know if I really need dodge though, will I? I think so because I'm going to be shooting. I'm not going to really be doing melee.
What can I do for you, Captain? Goodbye.
Do we get out?
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry.
I
I
lied.
had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, there is one setting that I did improve that I don't think I need to. Visual effects for like explosion and bullets and stuff like that. I think we're good on that. This looks pretty good already. I mean, this is a 2019 game, and this is just a boost. You know, they just boosted the effects. Sun going down. Is there time? There's night and day in here, right? That's. This guy kills people.
I swear! You scared? Kill!
I could destroy. I could break these weapons down that I'm collecting. What the fuck is that? Is it going up? Is it going up into space? Sure is. Yeah, it's going up into space. Oh, they're glowing. Oh, that's cool. All right, we got a couple shits flying around. All right, we got atmosphere. It's like a coffin.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
The crowd crashed in the hill.
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Should I lie to him? Do you think that's going to affect me later? Let's find out. I'm going to just tell him I'm rolling.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior humor, fancy title for a gravedigger.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
Guys, I will be right back. I have returned. You seem pretty old to be a junior anything.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
What do I talk about power later? To make a little money. Actually, I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah?
Let's see how far these dialogues can go, you know? How long you been a junior in humor?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, 30...
Oh, God. His whole fucking life?
All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Town must be in pretty bad shape.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Looking to make a little money while I'm here?
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Why can't you collect these fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Alright, I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up.
Oh, shit.
Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
Say everybody forgot about
It's
us?
just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where are the trouble in
Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
I'll leave you be.
Huh? What?
Can I put this gun away? Shit, I didn't even look at that. I just saw nothing. I didn't even pay attention. Attack. Oh, power attack. T. Ooh, companions got special abilities? It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Emerald Vale. Crouching is useful to activate stealth with your axe speed makes you a small target.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Sick house.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
I don't mind. You make it sound like I'm being watched.
The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I got some training. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
You obviously need help. What kind of trouble?
Afraid I do. Don't sit
Oh shit, I hit 3?
Good for nothing like me getting special treatment from some fancy outsider. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
It's a little too late for that. That's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself because you felt sick.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Sick days come out of my pay.
That sucks. This guy's dead. So stealing pre-negative if you're into that sort of thing.
Something's not right. Take him down! Time to collect a fine bounty! Just gonna neutralize!
Oh, that thing. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perk to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier perk available. Like this. Keep my weapons from him.
Waste of company ammo!
And your rations yet?
Yep.
2 whole cans of Saltuna. Hey.
It's almost like a cowboy-esque feel. We love that. It's futuristic cowboy. Be considered to another member of the Space Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. 2 to 4 weeks. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you have having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deduction. Remember, work investigators invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. You gotta pay? You gotta pay them back?
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the up. Oven because
Sorry.
she's set to cook Saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson, I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What are you filling the cans with, ma'am?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize.
Shit, come on. Making sure the dog's
Given
okay.
no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town boss. I'll wait till you're finished.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform. What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Let's get the small time. I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repaired. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Fry myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do. What a surprise. I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed, how will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What about they don't want to come back? These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed, I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, you're the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
CMP New Manager Seminar. Companions. You gain a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skill enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Oh, I guess we're out of here.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I want to deal with a nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the honest soul. This is about the deserters. So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends or what? Do you know Adelaide? Juice too.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know Adelaide Reed?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. What's up, Bob? What do we need to talk to Vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
It's a good idea.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Oh, they're coming into work? This is not fish. Companion ledger. The companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skill stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Knock out the targets to the ground, rendering them unconscious for a few seconds. Stuns the target, leaving them unable to act for a short time. Okay. We'll do all these in town.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague?
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
We should keep our voices down.
Kill from the Spacer's Choice Department retirement, a writ of execution effective immediately for former Space Choice Associate Mechanic. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of the company workers in good standing, theft on unauthorized use of medical supplies.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Don't tell me what's got you so nervous.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. Silas will send me your money. Yeah.
So Silas can afford a hired thug, but I still gotta pay him a burial tax. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret from him?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I wouldn't say a couple decades. 20 years? I guess.
You are? Oh, wow.
I feel bad.
First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
That's a fast. I got questions.
What I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. company
That
policy.
is crazy. In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick. Come on now. That's horrible.
It is what it is. Town's got a limited supply of medicine. Medicine better spent on a body stronger and younger than mine.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
We're taking off a risk.
That, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What? You got senses of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get you need someone to... Everyone's paying me for my trouble. I get it. You need someone to smuggle you medicine on the table?
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
It's wild.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands. Do you care? Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures? Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my reins from what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care, pay up. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Alright, Reception has shot himself. This is bad. Coming, going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Space Choice property. That's crazy. That's what you call it? Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. It's gonna ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down to his family or something. They're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's a wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. They call it damage to company property.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you have some training. I know a thing or two about medicine. All right.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for the gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Sure, he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
I think you got a fucking choice.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I don't care to collect your dues. Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
We got 2 more people. I don't know where they're at though. Let's go this way because I guess there's more than one area thing happening this way. Oh, right here. Not what I wanted to do. I guess I was going the wrong way. Oh, thank goodness you could do that. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis Granger.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman. Graveside feed, I'm here to collect.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Graveside feed, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
It's kind of you, I guess. You have to pay for your neighbor's graveside fees.
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative.
That
which
is
meant me.
crazy.
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Said this guy shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
It's an awful thing to say. Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
That sucks.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious. Vandalism. How did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something? What are they gonna do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
You're the person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
That's ridiculous. Everything down here. It's Altoona Canyon. The only sort of protein and business work needs. You can break down armor weapons. This is here, and where is... The whole other direction, okay. A volcano? That is pretty interesting location.
Not a peep from me. Here they come! That's the last of them!
Good job, girl. Alright. Oh, that's a kicker though. You only can rest in your bed on Supernova.
Here we go.
Dead body. Is that everyone? I think my machine gun's more heavy. Oh, fuck. It really took me down. What the f...
Here we go. Nice one.
Is that weapon? Okay, this is more appropriate. So we got a long rifle, pistol, and a machine gun. Big ammo. Shut the fuck. Some things you can do to make your companions together. To repair armor. Cool. Cool. Collectible tossball card. Okay, this is junk. We came in here blasting. She has to be careful. If you're into that sort of thing, then that's a strong focus. Oh, we could sell that. What's automatic sales unit? A hack skill with 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the. Okay, restricted items on the vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of higher. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need hacking because we're definitely gonna want to sell to this shit when we can. So now I gotta figure out my way into that. I mean, we cleared them out, right? Tool used on high computers. Complex password risk. Difficult to remember and auto security recommend using sample. Easy to recall code like 1234 or your provider name. Unauthorized use of the item is a Class C felony. First aid. Oh, I got the key. The ocean and rivers are the heart of the Vano Emerald Vale, and Saltuna is our highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the ocean and migrate upstream, okay? The fuck is this? So they fashion to resemble a pair of mighty primals, required extensive field research. Let us have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in pursuit of authenticity. who died trying to get these images. Cannons can be found all over Emerald in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral cannons hunt in packs, while domesticated cannons can be loyal companions. It's important to remember that cannons is still a wild animal. It should be treated with caution. You probably can add one to your group then. Feature out on the great frill mantiquees. Manta Queen, sovereign of her nest, boarded. Fuck the Manta Queen. It's the other side of where I came from. Yes, it is. Search. Keycard code in the lobby is backed up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again. And start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. Yeah. I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with the Manta Queen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development times, which has to stop. Others update regarding your request of one adult Manta Queen. As you remember, our tracker discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office, including the cost of the gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you an opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at 10% cost. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely. Damn. Manta Queen ain't here. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequence. Revolver. Oh, it did less damage. Got riot control armor. If I find another machine gun, I'll give it to her. That's the stuff. This is like a... Oh, it's the one-handed too, but... Wait, is it all back in that direction? Yeah. Where is this guy at? He's in that direction too. Okay, everything's in that direction. So let's get the medicine to the guy. I'm not gonna sell it. You know, I'm gonna be a good person. Mantisaur. What the fuck? That's a Mantisaur? They were mentioning a Manta Queen?
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Just the way it goes, I suppose. Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
That means you have a tendency towards hypochondria.
I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
You obviously need this.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
I risk my life to save you, Sabernath.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the extra cash. A chain, if enemies are hostile, but your reputation is to kill on sight. Yeah, we gotta go get the last guy, B, I suppose. It's all the way over here. Why didn't we think to make us go out another door? Is it like right here? Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, why didn't you just have me go out the other exit?
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. Something you need?
You mention your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
I mean, how's that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal?
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Yeah, we'll talk later. So this one right here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Trying to send me, you all have great sides. Are you okay? You seem confused.
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Oh, that.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanics.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me, if your resistance needs another gun. No, I'm not trying to do that.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Sure did. So whole quest right there. I guess we should take it just so if we're around.
Colony ain't gonna... I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I can use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Can I get to it this way? Yeah. A volcano is kind of crazy. And I think it's spewing. That's why they're not worried. Kane Van Acker, Space Choice Ethologist, assigned to Terra 2 this week. I decided to study Pterorae's mating habits. Female Pterorae leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with objects and perform what I can describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off in their nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. The Patrol raised all those things downstairs. They got alerted, right? The game acting like that. Let me see something.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Please lower your hostility. Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati. Why did you name? Is that what we're calling? Oh, that's her name.
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is that an Aether Waves cereal or something?
Hebs to Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
The hair keeps getting in my ear. Jeremy. I thought it was like gonna join us. Third person would be cool though.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
How'd you know where to find it?
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Okay. It's probably an energy weapon. The hell is that? That's the Patera or whatever. They look ugly.
You're not a big drinker, are you? Yeah, huh? In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker? Sorry. I know it's none of my business.
I like a drink now and again. I'm guessing you're not a drinker yourself. I don't make a habit of vibing. Right, it isn't. I like drinking now and then.
It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
I can't abide someone who can't handle their liquor. Are you safe living across this place?
There's been scary nights. But Constable Reyes is right up the road. She keeps an orderly town.
Read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
We can do that.
Feather in. We can have another zero-G.
You know, the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they automatically debilitated. They are terrified and flee. this. Wait, I have this, don't I? No? $20. Not really worth stealing.
I don't know you. Uh-huh. Be unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
And what a fine establishment it is. Something going on here that I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
Fine by me.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Gotta get some chips. Can't tell if there's actually a real consequence of stealing if you don't get caught. Like, that's it. You didn't get caught and keep on moving. That actually sounds really good. Sorry if I look a mess. She lives here, Yeah, this is her home. Oh, the quest is not over. Got chips all over myself. Oh, we're zooming now. So I think the walk is fine. You know, we got the sprint. We don't need the walk. I guess walk would be good if you're
Bring us honor, soldier.
like sneaking.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer. Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits. Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, when it comes to that quest, we can do that later because that's journey. It's far. See how far that is?
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Her dad.
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm done. I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, etc.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
When I'm away for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Alright, get back to the main quest. Oh, we are zooming. Oh wait, there's somebody here, right? Yes, there is. Somebody we could talk to here first. There he is, the Carmax.
I've
The
always felt
church?
weird in here. It's too clean.
Some religion shit. Sure is.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I really want to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. You know I'm an outsider. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously? That's what you're saying?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
All you got are platitudes about enjoying your work. Have you looked around here lately?
Have you? These people need something. Anything they can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutiae of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it, and it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives. They are good people. It is just difficult to reach them.
As you know, I'm an outsider.
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't it your job to raise that? That gets to be tough. Sounds like you're terrible at your job, Vicar.
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to these people as this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Riley wants to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut power to the deserters. If you could answer quickly, we're in a hurry. Cut off power. Fix the geothermal plant. Cut off the power to.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? All right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. Sounds like you got it. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Outside, I'm not impressed, and I can handle myself way better than I have a car.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a car be after a banned heretical book? Assuming you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
To be a compelling argument, seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you after this contraband text. I need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you. Work fortifies the spirit.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Okay, so let's get out of here and then look. God damn it. Why don't I go out that way?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
The next minute comes out of your pay. This one's closer by. I wonder what happened here. That is, when the lights are on, but it says evicted. Like people are not supposed to be living there.
Everyone all right?
What's that sound? Geothermal power plant discovered.
Okay, gone quiet. Here we go. I've always wanted to poke around in here. Get ready.
I thought it was going to attack me.
Cut him off.
Keep it space company policy, all security laws are terminated. Okay. Well, hello. Defense. From the planet to your living room.
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here?
Who's Mix McDevitt?
Here they come! We're not getting through! Don't mess with us!
I should have modded my weapon with the electricity. Mod status. Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. I just went ahead and redirected all the power without going to these people. That's not okay.
Incoming! Bouncing off! Everyone all right?
So where is Mrs. McDevitt? Where's this lady at? What the hell?
Something you need? You mean... I know, but Vicker says the real machines have got the machine. I think there's something higher and greater than us.
All right, that's almost 3 hours in, guys. I am going to end this here. Definitely to continue playing this. I'm enjoying it and I'm liking it. And also, we didn't even scratch the surface of the story yet. So we're about to get into this more, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch this on a later date, enjoy. Go ahead and drop a like. And if you want to continue seeing me play The Outer Worlds, go ahead and subscribe to Rolling Games, guys. Thank you.